Ah, to be back home in Pennsylvania. I have to fill up my Yeti yet again with some coffee. I'm off to another adventure. It's not quite 5:45 a.m. but I am heading to Pennsylvania. Oh, I was going to try to open that one-handed. I can't. Gotta leave some room for a little cream in there. Yeah, that looks good. Rex has their new series out. It's called the Discovery Series. I made it to Pennsylvania and we are having dinner at the Market-Yah Tavern. It's located in a historic building. My friend Sherry comes over here to get the wings, so I had to try them too. I got the garlic parmesan ones and they were delicious. We had to laugh when we saw this Tesla truck parked in such a historic area. This is my nephew Daniel and I. We are going thrifting at the Goodwill in Maryland. That was the whole purpose of my trip. All of my thrifting adventures will be on my other channel, Left Lane Finds. After Danny and I were done thrifting at the Goodwill, we hit up a Chili's for lunch. I grew up in Lancaster County and this is how I remember it. All the cornfields and the farms. Just beautiful. I was staying at my friend Sherry's house and she has 2 cats and they loved hanging out with me. Well, at least the one did. In my opinion, Wawa has the best coffee, so of course I had to head there. They were also having their Hoagie Fest, but I was only there to get my morning coffee. Look at all the flavors. I got my favorite hazelnut. You can even celebrate with the Kelseys and either get the Kylie or the Jason hoagie. My friend Sherry and I are going thrifting at another thrift store. But look what we found in the parking lot. So this is a place for the horses to be. They hook them up to the bar here and it talks about the horse owners being responsible and cleaning up after their animals, just like you see all those signs for dogs, but in this case, this is a, I don't know, what would you call this? It's like a shed for,
little shed.
Yeah, it's a shed for the horses.
Because there's a lot of Amish in this area.
Yeah.
That have the horse and buggies.
Yeah, we're in Lancaster County, and yeah, there is a lot of horses. I've never seen the shed before, and there's a hose over here so you can give them water. This is fantastic.
Yeah, I never knew this was here.
We went thrifting at the Reuse It on State thrift store. The thrifting video will be up on my other channel, Left Lane Finds. After thrifting, I stopped in at Sheetz to get some more coffee and saw these cute little cookies. We are back in the car, air conditioning running because it is so hot out there.
Yes.
Very hot.
Very hot.
We are going to go to another destination that's not now we're going to eat something because I'm starving hungry, and then we are heading where? To Ruts, right?
We're heading to Ruts.
Ruts.
That is the Lancaster County, Pennsylvania Dutch pronunciation. pronunciation. It is spelled R-O-O-T-S, but we say roots around here.
Right. And it's like a big farmer's market. They auction off. They have like you can get like sheep and ducks and chickens if you want, and cattle, I think, and like cows and things.
Probably. I don't usually go in there, but yes, you can buy livestock.
And then they have all the fruits and veggies and pies and desserts and like all kinds of all kinds of food.
Yes.
And then they have all the homemade goods too. So and it's only on Tuesdays.
Yes.
So I'm glad to be here on a Tuesday. I have not been to Roots in years and years and years. And she goes all the time. I'm so jealous.
And I think it's over 100 years old now. So this is an old building that we're going to, and Dina will be filming on her second channel, I'm sure.
Yes, I will.
Now we're headed off to our second destination. We are heading to Roots.
I just stepped out of the car and look what I found. This is one of these old-timey little change purse. Let me close the door. And it's full of change. So we just emptied it out. It's got a lot of silver in there. That's probably
Some kind of a token.
some other, they're mixed currencies. That's pretty cool.
Most of the stands are run by the Amish or Mennonite. This one is one of Sherry's favorites. There is also a flea market on the one side, and we went over to see if there was anybody still open. We were both able to buy a few things. There are stands both inside and outside. I bought a couple of cantaloupes to take with me back to Michigan. They were so sweet. We decided to stop at Zook's to get something to eat. Goods is a local potato chip company out of Adamstown, Pennsylvania. I got this sausage bowl with peppers and onions. It hit the spot for lunch. Here are some pictures of some of the other stands on the inside. There is a little bit of everything for everybody. There's homemade goods, jewelry, more homemade goods. If anyone's looking for a house hippo, I found one. And look at these delicious dog treats. They definitely look good enough to eat. Especially those cannolis. I couldn't resist buying some tomatoes. Look at them. Those came home with me to Michigan. And yes, you can get the real Pennsylvania Dutch funnel cakes here. We took a quick look around where they have the small animals. There were bunny rabbits, ducks, and geese, and chickens. And yes, people were buying them. You can even buy a dental pick if you need one. This is the Rebel Meadery Hive stand. My friend Sherry really hates pickles, but my husband and I love them. So I got a pint of the garlic ones and a pint of the horseradish ones. The horseradish turned out to be our favorites. Later that night, Sherry and I headed over to Yah Brew in Hershey, Pennsylvania. Just so happens to be owned by her son and daughter-in-law. It's a microbrewery with a 90s theme, and we were going there for trivia. Aren't we all young at heart? My niece and nephew joined Sherry and I, and our team took 3rd place in the trivia. They have more than just beer there, so I ordered a Bloody Mary. I had to laugh when I saw Beavis and Butthead on the walls. My husband and I just started watching the new episodes. I'm back to eating wings. They were my favorite this trip. These are actually pictures in the bathroom. Yah Brew is also involved with a local pit bull rescue, and here are some of the dogs that are available. My nephew Daniel and I are out thrifting again, and this time we hit the Goodwill bins in Middletown, Pennsylvania. All of that will be on my second channel, Left Lane Finds. After spending hours digging in the bins, we went over to the hop yard. It is also located in Middletown, Pennsylvania, and after we were done with lunch, I drove the whole way back to Michigan. The fun part of traveling is you get to get some local produce, and for me, coffee. This is Wawa coffee. I got a dark roast, 100% Colombian. I got 2 regulars and 1 hazelnut. The green bag always throws me off. I always think it's decaf, but it's actually hazelnut. And I miss Wawa so much. Now, I heard a good rumor from the guy in Pennsylvania. He said that they are coming out across Ohio and going into Indiana. So we are probably 1 step away from Wawa coming to Michigan. Once that's all established, why not come a little bit north? Then I'll be able to get my Wawa. I will be so happy, so happy. At the farmer's market, Roots, I was at Roots. I got cherries, I got tomatoes. This was from my meal I got, so got some chips here. Now, are they local? Yes, made in Adamstown, Pennsylvania. My friend bought me this. She went out to the country store in Mount Joy, Pennsylvania. This cream cheese spread pepperoni pizza. This stuff is amazing. It's great as a dip. You can put it on like a wrap. Like if you're making a sandwich, you can put that down and then put your goodies on your sandwich. Here's another goodie to put on the sandwich. So one of these, so they're not marked because you just pick them out of the barrel. One is garlic, and the other one is, oh my goodness, garlic, and, oh, I'm going to have to think about it. Oh, I'll have to look it up. I did film it, and I'll tell you which one was or tell you what the other one was. And I got these 2 giant cantaloupes. Oh my gosh. The smell from these cantaloupes was in my car the whole ride home. So I can't wait to cut these up. Can't wait to dig into the cherries. I was just having so much fun on my trip to Pennsylvania. And I got to go down to Maryland. Got to hang out with my friends, my family. Overall, it was a good travel adventure. Thanks for watching.